Hello, I welcome you all to today's lesson. Even as we look at the following questions which are here, let us see how we can answer these questions using trigonometrical ratios. So, the way in which we are going to answer these questions, we are going to use what we call SOHCAHTOA. I believe you've heard of this word and you know how to use this. We are going to use SOHCAHTOA. This is what we are going to use. So now, how can we go about these questions? How can we answer them? The question is saying, find the x in the following. So we want to find x in the following. So this is what we are going to use. So how can you find x in the following? We've got this is the first one. How can we find x here? So we know that all these are right-angled triangles. All these are right-angled triangles. So how can you find x here? This one is very simple. We are going to use a principle called Pythagoras theorem. That's a theorem that we are going to use for us to answer this one. So the way in which we are going to answer this, we know that this is the hypotenuse. So we know that hypotenuse should be x squared is equal to, we square these two. We say 5 squared plus 8 squared. This is what we know. Whenever you are using the Pythagoras theorem, the number which is on the hypotenuse, when you square it, should be equal to the two sides squared. This is what I've written. The hypotenuse is equal to the addition of these when you square them. So 5 squared plus 8 squared should be equal to the hypotenuse. This is what it means. Where you say x squared is equal to, you add there, what answer are you getting? You say 5 squared plus 8 squared. What is your answer? Your answer will be 89. So you say 89 like that. Then you introduce the square root here. You also introduce the square root there. So that the square here should be cancelled with the square root there. So therefore, what you are going to have is that x will be equal to what? What is the square root there? X will be equal to 9.43 like this. Then you just say centimeters. This is your answer. This is the value of x in the first one. That is how you need to answer it. Hope you've seen the procedures I've done. This is what you also need to do. Just like this, you are done. So these are simple steps that you need to know. We move to this other one. So this other one, I'm told to find x. And where is x there? X is the angle now. I'm told to find the angle which is there. So if an angle is given there, then this side here is called the opposite. Then where this thing is pointing there, this is called the hypotenuse. So that is the hypotenuse. Then this one is called the adjacent. Have you seen? So what am I given? I'm given the opposite and the adjacent. These two are given. So if you write the word SOHCAHTOA, the way it is when we write SOHCAHTOA. So when you write it SOHCAHTOA like this. So where do we have the opposite and the adjacent? Opposite and the adjacent. Where? Here we've got opposite and hypotenuse, adjacent and hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent. So it means it is this one here. Have you seen? So I'm going to get the TOA there. So what does the TOA means? TOA means that you are saying tan theta is equal to opposite over what? Adjacent. This is what the TOA means. The last one. This is what you are going to do. And then you just do the substitution. So just a matter of doing now the substitution. Just need to do the substitution now. Where you say tan theta is equal to, you do this. Tan theta is equal to, so tan theta is equal to what? What is the opposite? Opposite is what? Opposite 8 there. Over. What is the adjacent? 5. You say 5 there. So I'm going to write it here. So I'm going to have tan theta is equal to, what is 8 over 5? 8 over 5, what answer are you getting? You're getting 1.6. If we remember very well where we are coming from, what we've been doing is that in this case, you want to find the theta here because x servicing x there is an angle. So here you can put x. The theta is x that you want to find, meaning the tan will move to the other side of the equation, which means that you are going to have something that will be x is equal to tan inverse of what? 1.6, like this. X is now equal to what? What is the value of x now? So what is the value? Shift, then tan. What answer are you getting? You are going to get 57.99, like that. Have you seen 99? This is what you are going to get. So if you round it off this, the answer should just be x is equal to. So the answer that you need to find here is just 58 degrees. This is your what? This is your answer. Have you seen? If you round off to the nearest whole number here, you get 58 degrees. So meaning the x which is there is 58 degrees. That is 58 degrees. And I believe we've done this. We don't need to struggle. This is what we've done. This is the work that we've been doing. This type of questions where this one goes to the other side, it becomes an inverse, then you punch this. We've been doing this, so there's no need of struggling. I believe you've understood this part. This is clear. These are questions that you need to be familiar with when they come in an exam. So hope you've seen how I've answered this. Let us now move to this one which is there. Let us move to this one. We move to this one. Okay, we move to our last question. So we move to this last question which is here. This is our last question. How can we answer this? So I just gave 3 triangles. I'm going to give the last one where you are told to find the area of a triangle. So you want to find that one. So the first thing, an angle is given there. You label this side is opposite. The angle is there, so it's opposite. This one is the hypotenuse. This one is the adjacent. So this is what you need to do. You've got these 3 things. So what are you given? Hypotenuse and adjacent. This is what you are given. So when you look at this word called SOHCAHTOA, when we look at this word called SOHCAHTOA, when we look at this, so where do we have the hypotenuse and the adjacent? Hypotenuse and adjacent, I've just gone where it is direct. It is on this. This is cos. So if you haven't understood well on the SOHCAHTOA, I'm going to explain very well so that you see how to go about this. So you say cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, like this. Have you seen? Like this. So where you say cos, what is your theta? 35, which is equal to, what is your adjacent? Adjacent is 5. Then what is your hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is x. This is what you are going to do. Here you say over 1, then you cross it, multiply. So the answer that you are going to have will be x cos 35 is equal to 5. So what is cos 35? Have you seen? So here you divide both sides by cos 35. You also divide here by cos 35. So this and that will be cancelled. You are going to have x, which is equal to. So what is 5 divide cos 35? What answer are you getting? You are getting 6.10, like this. Then you just say centimeters. That is the value there. You've answered that. So this is what you need to do. These are things that you need to be familiar with. Like this, you are done. So you use the concept that you know to answer these questions. So these are simple things that you need to be familiar with. So these things you need to make sure that you know them and understand them clearly. So before we end this, I would love to give you one last one. So you are given this. This is a triangle which you are given. This is the triangle which you are given. So you've got here 5 centimeters. You've got here 8 centimeters like this. Then you are told to find the area of this triangle. You are told to find the area of this triangle. How can you find the area of this triangle? So the way in which you can find the area of this triangle is very simple. You know that the area of right angled triangle is just half BH like this. This is the formula for right angled triangle. As long as it is making a 90 degrees there, this is what you are supposed to do. So you say this is now equal to half. What is your base? You just get this 5 times 8 like this. Like this. Then where you say now area is now equal to this one, therefore 4 times 5, that is 20. 20 we add centimeters, so centimeters squared. You are done like this. So this one, this is the area of right angled triangle. No need of putting sine theta, no. That one is for non-right angled triangle. But whenever you are having right angled triangle, this is what you need to do. You just say this is the base, this is the height, like that. And this is the formula that you need to know. Just like this, you are done. These are simple things that I believe we know how to apply them. So now, in conclusion, I'm going to end with this. So, SOHCAHTOA, when you hear this word, SOHCAHTOA, so it is like this, SOHCAHTOA. This is how it is. So the first 3 here, this is sine. So it means that it is sine theta, which is equal to opposite there over what? Hypotenuse. Like that. Then the second 3 here, these 3, this is cos. So it means that cos theta is equal to adjacent, that is adjacent, over hypotenuse. Have you seen the way I'm writing this? The last 3 there, that is tan. So you can't say tan is equal to, you say tan theta is equal to opposite over adjacent. Like this. This is what you need to know, get, and understand. So I believe you've seen this. This is what you need to understand under this. And you need to make sure that you know the special angles. You know the special angles without using a calculator. So you need to make sure that you know the special angles without using a calculator. So we end here. Hope we've revised through. You've understood where you didn't understand. Thank you so much.